In what's seen as a thumb in the eye to China, a group of UK MPs are meeting Taiwanese leaders in Taipei. Their visit is expected to further strain relations between London and Beijing, as well as increase tension across the Taiwan Strait. Let's go live to our Asia correspondent Brent O'Halloran now. He's in Taipei. Brent, why is this tour so controversial?
Well, certainly China would see this as provocative, as it's a clear show of UK support for Taiwan as it resists China's pledged takeover. The MPs are from the House of Commons Foreign Affairs Committee. They're here for 5 days, speaking with business leaders, politicians, as well as the President Tsai Ing-wen. The group hasn't said too much so far, though there is a press briefing later today. A tweet from one member of the delegation reads, "Great to meet with and learn from some of Taiwan's civil society groups who are countering hostile state disinformation, whether it's in the field of science, geopolitics, or on a societal cohesion. Those fighting disinformation are key in a resilient society." I should note that that spelling error was from the MP, not Sky News Australia's. Read into that what you may. Well, the UK presents this as a fact-finding tour. Beijing would see this as a prominent group of uninvited guests trying to undermine its efforts to unify with Taiwan. You, of course, remember the response to the US House Speaker Nancy Pelosi's visit. China temporarily cut diplomatic ties with the US and launched major military drills around Taiwan. While visits from foreign politicians to Taiwan aren't that uncommon, this high-profile one may provoke something similar, certainly at least stir anger from across the strait, Laura.
Yeah, and look, I imagine there would be a quite fiery response from Beijing, but have we heard anything officially yet?
No official response as yet, though there has been a bit written in Chinese government-affiliated media, none of it complimentary towards the visiting MPs. A bit of context. UK-China relations aren't good at the moment. The UK Prime Minister Rishi Sunak recently told a banquet that it must recognise China as a systemic challenge to our values and interests. And the UK this week removed a Chinese energy company from construction of a nuclear power station. The Chinese aren't happy about that, going by the Foreign Ministry spokesperson's remarks.
We hope the UK side can provide a fair, just and non-discriminatory business environment for Chinese companies and create favourable conditions for China-UK cooperation.
So, Laura, this visit comes amid high tensions between the UK and China and probably won't cool the situation between Taipei and Beijing, Laura.
It doesn't sound like it. Brent O'Halloran, thanks so much for that.